Hello everyone! In today's lesson, we're going to deal with reading comprehension exercises, pre, while, and after reading exercises. Now, always remember that in the pre-reading exercises, you have an idea of what the text will be about, and the best thing to understand it is by the title and the subheadings. Now, you read the title, which is just going downstairs to buy some cheese, and then the subtitle of the task, which will be living above a shop, may be handy if you need something in a hurry, but it can take also, and it can be a risky business. Lynn Haywood spoke to 4 people with a story to tell. Now, these were the title and the subtitles. From these, try to guess what the text will be about. Then, during the text, we're going to deal with new words or phrases, which please remember are not always necessary for the main meaning of the text. If they are, remember that the author or the text makes an explanation for them during the task. Now, you're going to deal with stunt woman, bustling, amenities, nuisance, stacking, landlord, hum, and to be on first name terms. Now, this is a multiple matching task, which means that you're going to read the 4 parts together and try to match the given questions with each of the paragraphs. Now, let's read the text, just going downstairs to buy some cheese, and the subheading, living above a shop may be handy if you need something in a hurry, but it can also be a risky business. Lynn Haywood spoke to 4 people, each with a story to tell. So we have 4 people telling their stories about the house they live in. Macy Stigwall says, I bought my flat in Chelsea with the money I made as a stunt woman in a Bond film. I've been here since the 1960s when I rented it from a friend of a friend. By the 70s, I'd fallen in love with it and just had to have it for myself. It's in the King's Road, a bustling shop street with fantastic amenities literally on the doorstep. I live above a supermarket, which was a nuisance at first. I was regularly woken up by people stacking shelves at night. And then, of course, there were the early morning deliveries. However, the owners were very reasonable when I complained, and they sounded proof the ceiling, which helped cut down the noise. The second paragraph, B, is Paul Barton. When I first moved here, I had the peace and quiet I needed to write the novel I was working on. The shop below sold wool and knitting accessories, and there was a butcher's, a baker's, and 1 or 2 other specialist shops in the street. They're all gone now. Unfortunately, they couldn't compete with the out-of-town shopping malls and supermarkets which were springing up everywhere. The wool shop turned into a hairdresser's, and now you wouldn't believe what I have to put up with. If it isn't loud music, it's the television at full volume, and then there's everyone shouting above the noise of the hairdryers. I've had words with them on more than one occasion, but they just ignore me. The third paragraph, or the third part, is Julie Marland. Everyone thinks that living above a pub must be a nightmare. I've been lucky though. The landlord of the pub is very considerate, and apart from the occasional drinking, singing outside at midnight, so are the people who drink there. A few years ago, the landlord and I came to an agreement that he wouldn't play music above a certain volume after 10 o'clock. After a while, he decided to cut out music altogether, and all I hear now is a gentle hum of conversation coming up through the floor, which I find very relaxing. I'll be sad to leave the place, but I've got my eye on a large detached house in a village near here. It's the space I need. The last paragraph is Arthur Short, who says, It's the smell which has forced us to put our flat up for sale. Fish and chip shops are, by their nature, very smelly, and there's no way we or the owner can do anything about it, so there's no point complaining. In fact, I'm on first-name terms with everyone down there.